You are watching the Street Stock main event with 21 laps left to go here at Evergreen Speedway on Home Track Heroes in the CW11. My name is Caleb Hart. He is Kyler Hope. This segment brought to you by Drive Auto Sports. Get faster with dyno tuning at Drive Auto Sports in Everett. You can be as fast as the racers on the track, get supercharged and go faster, turn quicker, and brake harder with performance packages from the specialists at Drive Auto Sports in Everett.
As we get ready to watch some of the best street stocks in the Northwest get ready to battle, green flag is back out in the air. Bruce Pendergrass, we saw before the break, was trying to hold off a very hard charging Mark Hubbard in the 41, as Hubbard's been able to make that outside line work very well. As they're going to 3 wide for a third behind them, but Hubbard's the guy to watch as he's able to carry a ton of momentum down into turn number 3.
Yeah, he's got the nose ahead of Pendergrass. Pendergrass going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat to rally back in the inside groove, although Hubbard didn't have it by much at the start-finish line, although he made an excellent 1 and 2. Watch him nose ahead down the back straightaway. He might just be a set of corners away from sealing this.
Yeah, we'll see what Pendergrass is able to do on the inside. He's able to carry just enough momentum on the inside to try to keep Hubbard at bay, but just not going to be enough. Hubbard able to make that outside line work so well and carry so much speed off that corner.
And I'll tell you what, a mark of a well-set-up race car is it's not only good in the groove that it's passing in. Watch him change to a racing line now, work the bottom of the racetrack, and that thing is just stuck down around the white, drifts out just the right amount of room and carries a ton of momentum. Mark Hubbard looking good.
Yeah, but he hasn't quite checked out from Pendergrass like we might have thought he would. That 25 car still hanging tough. Battle for third, heating up. Doug Poirier on the outside. Beecher got to his inside, and Jeff Watson from 10th place knocking on the door. He's in 5th right now, trying to get 4th. He's going to get to the inside of Poirier and going to try to follow the way through to get on the podium already.
Yeah, Watson's got 4th going into the corner, now up on Beecher. You know, Beecher mirrors in, spotter whistling to him. They got to be telling him that Jeff Watson's strong in behind him. It's going to be a big threat.
Yeah, and Jeff, he was in the grandstands last year watching this as a fan, and he's like, hey, I want to do that. And so he went out, got a race car, and look at him battling for the third spot, the final spot on the podium in the street stock division. And this has been one of the more brutal and tough competition classes we've seen all year long. So that really goes to show the pure talent of the guy behind the wheel of the 51 car.
Yeah, absolutely. Watson looking good as we're going to go back a little bit further in the field. Colin Hubbard's 14. Outside of him, the 22 of Kenny Erickson, who started dead last in this field, and Erickson just kind of picking his way through, making some good time, making spots, and one of the few cars trying to pass on the outside again is, look at them, they're coming up on Grant trying to take a spot away.
Yeah, Grant rebounding a little bit better than his initial start of the race. He was on that outside, and I don't know, maybe just missed that. It was a big bumper right there, actually, from the 14 of Hubbard, and that's going to send Jake Grant around, and they're not going to hit it at all. Well, maybe they'll hit a little bit right there once Jake rolls back down the track. So, as saying, he was kind of cleaning up his act after the initial start, and then Hubbard's like, no, not so fast.
Yeah, so that was the outside row 1 and outside row 2 who are now going to go to the back of the field. That's the easy way for Erickson to get those passes. He'll just cruise around the outside, nice and easy. Another look at it from the front straightaway.
Yeah, and good job from Calvin Miller. He was right behind them, saw the sparks fly, and just was able to avoid the back bumper of Colin Hubbard enough. Austin Camp also able to get around and avoid heavy contact. Let's go on board with Jake Grant going down the front straightaway, and he's going to let off the gas and then whoop, go around from the front bumper of the 14 car.
Yeah, kind of hard to see is, I mean, you didn't see the car going into a big dive there. It's not like he jumped on the brakes. It might have just been a situation where Hubbard had a monster run and couldn't get his car woed up enough in time to prevent tagging Grant.
Yeah, and
tough break for both.
Yeah, sometimes when you're battling with a car to your outside too, you might lose just a little bit of focus on who's in front of you. So he could have been thinking about the Kenny Erickson on his outside and focusing on that battle, and then all of a sudden he saw the 19 check up a lot more than he was expecting.
Yeah, guy in your, spotter in your ear telling you car outside, and you're kind of focused on making the best lap on the inside, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, there's a guy in front of me. Mm-hmm. Oops.
Green flag back in the air. I think this is going to really be a good restart for Jeff Watson. He's able to get that third spot completely away from Beecher before the restart. Troubles for Pendergrass. They're going to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. That's really, really tight racing right there.
That's a good way to lose a lot of spots in a hurry, although Pendergrass, good job fighting for it, and it's actually going to be the 45 of Beecher who gets strung out on the outside. He's in danger of dropping another spot as has Poyer working low.
Yeah, Doug was really, really low through turns 3 and 4. You saw him spark the chassis as he was going over those outer rumble strips, hanging off the back straightaway, and a lot of sparks out of the 45 of Beecher. So they're definitely driving the wheels off this thing. They know it's go time, and that's really driving the wheels off as the 45 of Beecher. He hangs the tail end way out off the corner.
You know, I'm kind of digging the fact that Poyer's got like the only car in the field that hasn't switched over to like a traditional looking late model style body. The thing looks like a Camaro street stock, and there he is rallying up on the inside.
Yeah, I think it's only his second or third time out, and he's shown speed both times out. That's out of the Lund camp, so we know Dave Lund knows how to set up race cars and work on race cars. So him and Pendergrass, both two teammates, showing a lot of speed here early, and it's a very good-looking 21 car as he continues to battle side by side with Beecher. They've been side by side since the restart.
I'll tell you what, one of the things that I'm actually catching on the 21 car, I think there might be something a little, and I say a little, off mechanically for it. You look at the inclination of the right front tire as he gets into the corner. You can't really get a great look at it going in there, but it almost looks like he's got a little too much camber in the thing, and you can see him fading backwards right now as he just lost 2 spots in a quick hurry.
Yeah, Kenny Erickson just bulldogged his way in through and was able to get the inside. That's probably one of the raciest moves we've seen out of Kenny Erickson in a while, as he's got that 22 car figured out pretty well as he's charging hard. He started last on the field, and he's knocking on the door of the top 5 right now. And yeah, there's C. Poyer still starting to fall back, and that's the inside of Calvin Miller in the 49. And Austin Camp right there at 69 as well, as we are really seeing good battles throughout the entire field with Mark Hubbard really checking out.
Yeah, we say it's been a racy race, but that again shows the competitiveness of this field from stem to stern as Erickson looking down low on Beecher, and Beecher has really had to drive his pants off to keep where he is on this. He's in position number 4 right now, but Erickson down low has got the line coming off of 4.
Yeah, you really see him hang that white car way off the track, because we see Austin Camp almost getting in the wall. He might have brushed it a little bit, maybe a little bit of dust, and that shot right there was really cool. You can really see how much that brake rotor is glowing. It's only 6 laps into this run, and that brake rotor is hot.
Hot heat, and as your brakes begin to fade, car gets even more hard to handle as Erickson has made his way up into 4th. Nice rally back up for Poyer as he's closing back in on Beecher. We've seen them go nose to tail a couple of times. We're down to 5 to go.
Plus 11 spots for the 22 of Kenny Erickson. And that is a huge run for him in that 22 car, able to avoid all the right accidents and be in the right spot. But up front, it is all Mark Hubbard, that 41 car. He has almost a full straightaway lead over Jeff Watson, who he started in 10th place, and he's up to 2nd. So a huge run there for the 51, but he's got a rear view mirror full of the 25 of Pendergrass. But as I say that, Pendergrass got really loose in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Pendergrass going to drop back a little ways. That's going to secure 2nd. Nice for Watson. Good race for Pendergrass, though. Starts on the pole and has held that top 3 and has been competitive the whole way.
Yeah, you still see him. He's trying to rally back, get to the back bumper. The 51 of Watson it's been a pretty entertaining race so far all throughout the pack as we see this just outside the top 3. Kenny Erickson getting a bunch of pressure from Nick Beecher, so Beecher is able to regain the car underneath him, maybe cool off the tires and brakes just enough, and he's going to get to the inside of Kenny Erickson down the back straightaway and take over that 4th spot.
Good job not giving up there by Beecher. Erickson, though, going to shoot the high side. Ooh, bad push, center turn. He's really going to have to try to square that corner up to get down and back to the bottom of the racetrack and hold on to a top 5 run. Yeah, he's got it for now, but there is a little bit of time left for Poyer right behind him to try to sneak by.
Exactly, yeah. White flag is out, but when those 5 cars are in a blink like that, it can really still be anyone's race all the way down to the last corner. A full corner lead for Mark Hubbard over Jeff Watson, the 51. Bruce Pendergrass, P3, as he comes around the corner for the final time.
Mark Hubbard had enough time to read a book, do his taxes, all kinds of stuff, as he will take the victory out in front of this field by a comfortable margin. Jeff Watson 2, and wait for it, there you go. Rest of the field comes through. Pendergrass 3.
As we'll head on down to the Angelo Wins winners platform one more time with Greg Pylan. Thank you for all your work you've done tonight. As it's a pretty entertaining night up on the podium. A lot of emotion all night long.
Down we go. Greg with your winner, Mark Hubbard.
Mark, we were talking about the points lead earlier on tonight, right as the race was beginning. Currently in 1st. You started in 8th tonight?
Yeah, started in 8th. Found a couple of broken shocks over the week. Got those rebuilt, and man, all the difference in the world. So the car was fantastic tonight.
I was watching you, so started in 8th. I think it took you 7 laps to get from 8th out into front, and then you just kind of put it in cruise control.
Yeah, like I say, the thing was on rails tonight.
So the car looks really good. First place helps with that first place lead that you have in the point stand. You got to be pretty happy going into the next race.
Yeah, when you've got a point lead like we have right now, it sure takes a lot of the pressure off. So the team just focus on maintenance and see if we can do it again in 2 weeks.
All right, Mark, who do you need to thank for being out here tonight?
I'd really like to say thanks to Let's Set Cancer for Kids. It is pediatric cancer awareness, so really proud to have them on board. Rick Chevron, Rick's Tire and Service, All Battery Sales and Service, Lawn Doctor, and Interstate Batteries.
Jeff, I don't know if I've been more excited than I think it was you and it was Nick Beecher, 3 wide going into turn number 3.
Yeah, we fought hard all day, and we started with a pretty good car in practice, decent, but we made some adjustments for the race. But yeah, I mean, that race there was amazing. The car was perfect. All the guys raced really clean, so that was nice to make passes, but I want to get the big one. This is the second place, and I seem to be sandwiched between these guys. This is my second time between these two guys in here, so I got to try to find a way to run these guys down, but I want to thank my sponsors, Stack Design, H2 Engineering. We have Soundview Cruises on the car. Thanks, Kelly Marriott. If you guys want to go on a cruise, contact Soundview. It's a great company. I want to thank my crew. You guys worked all day. It was hot out, and I know we made some adjustments, but here we are, boys. So thank you. I just want to say thanks to everyone, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend who's been supportive through all this. This one's for you guys, and I want to get the big one, so maybe next time we'll be holding the first spot. So, but yeah.
So, Bruce, you started off the race in the lead. You were looking really good out there. Third place might not be where you wanted to end up with such a good start out here, but still a great finish for you.
Yeah, it was a salvage third. We were getting real loose. I was struggling, so I guess third's good for tonight. Fix it later. Yep.
So do you think the heat or anything like that had any kind of impact on you, but you think the car was just a little bit loose out there?
A little bit of both, but we're all in the same condition, so that's the best I could do, but I'll take it.
Who do you need to thank for being out here tonight, Bruce?
Dave Lund, Doug Poirier, who drove the 21 car, Dwayne Shosbeck, Denise, Dennis, Sherry, Casey White, my family, all support this. Yep. And Cheyenne Scales and the Taco Machine Factory.
Well, a very, very exciting night. 6 divisions, all on different configurations of tracks. Well, Caleb, what were your thoughts after a very, very long packed night?
It's been great. I love the variety. I love when we get to show off the road course, the figure 8, the 5th mile, and then the 3/8, multiple divisions of cars, and it was fun. Look forward to doing it again. Excited winners, lots of drama, and lots of great racing as usual here on Home Track Heroes.
Oh yeah, always an exciting show. So next show on deck for us is the late models. They'll be back in action, so they're fresh off Summer Showdown. They're able to regroup. They're going to go back on the 3/8 miles, so you'll be able to tune in and see them next week. But if you guys want to come out in person, we got a lot of action coming up during the fair. The Evergreen State Fair is coming up. We got monster trucks for 3 days. We got the sprint cars the following week. We got the Labor Day Demolition Derby on that Sunday. So a ton of action coming up here at Evergreen Speedway.
Monster trucks, say no more, buddy. You gotta see them. They're gonna be fun. Sprint cars, demo, derby. Come on out. We'd love to see you here at Evergreen Speedway during the Evergreen State Fair.
Exactly. Grab some great fruit and walk on in. Thank you so much for tuning in here on CW11. I'm Kyler Hope. That was Caleb Hart. See you next week on Home Track Heroes.
Thanks for watching Evergreen Speedway's Home Track Heroes on CW11. Join us next week for more great racing from Evergreen Speedway.